My topic is indigenous and the modern fishcraft. Let's move on to the topic. So, what is meant by fishing craft? Fishing craft means tools which are used for catching the fish. So, fishing craft are mostly essential for catching the fish in large scale in water bodies. A large varieties of craft have been designed for marine and inland fishing in India. Craft are provide platform for fishing operations and carrying the crew. And there are various types of craft used in the different parts depending upon nature of water bodies, age of fishes, and their species. So fishing craft must be varied depend upon their environmental conditions and their area. So some nets are used without the craft, however others are used with the help of the craft. Generally locally made craft may be non-mechanized or mechanized craft. So we all know that inland waters and marine water, there are two types of waters are there. So in inland waters, there are some kinds of boats are used for catching the fish. Which means in inland water there is thermocol boat, coracle, fiberglass boat, plank built boat, body boat, coney, raft, rubber tube and rubber tube platform. So in marine waters, there is a two types of boats, non-mechanized boats and mechanized boats. In non-mechanized boats, there are catamaran, dugout canoes, plank bill canoes, Masula boat, dinghy, outrigger canoes, build-up boats, and in mechanized boat, handline boat, pole and line fishing vessel, trolling vessel, drawl netter, and gill netters, 10 trawlers. These are all comes under the mechanized boat on marine waters. Next, we move on in general. Inland water craft. India is blessed with huge and untapped fishery potential. It has 29,000 kilometers of rivers, 0.3 million hectares of estuaries, 0.19 million hectares of backwaters and lagoons, the 3.15 million hectares of reservoirs, and 0.2 million hectares of floodplain wetlands, and 0.72 hectares of upland lakes. So there is large and million varieties of water bodies are present in India. So we move on to the inland watercraft. First one, thermocol boat. In thermocol boat is used for capturing fish. This is made up of two or three thermocol pieces tied together and only for laying and hauling the fish gears such as gill net, castanet and angler. So the picture clearly shows how the thermocol boat looks like and how it is work. Then we move on to coracle. Coracle means there is a space in which a fisherman can sit and catch the fish. So it is also very comfortable. So coracles are normally used throughout the river. A modified version of coracle is fabricated with galvanized plates. Internal diameters ranges from 3 meters with an inner depth of 0.5 meter, and coracle is generally weight 14 to 15 kilogram. And fiberglass boat is the most common fishing craft employed in different stretches of the river. The fishing boat length ranges from 3 to 5 meters and its breadth is 1 to 1.5 million meter. And we move on to the plank built boat. This is the most advanced fishing craft used in the region. These spindle-shaped boats constructed by the joining planks of good quality timber with iron nails, and these boats painted with coal tar to make joint leak proof and extend the life of boat. It gives a great extension of life, and these three kinds of pictures shows how coracle, fiberglass boat, and plank built boat looks like. And we move on to Hodi boat and Coney. In Hodi boat, those who are fishing in rivers for larger size fishes mainly use this type of Hodi boat. This kind of boat is operated by two fishers and primarily owned by full-time fishermen in rivers. The diagram first shows the how Hodi boat looks like. And Coney. In Coney, it is made by hollowing out of single palm tree of varying sizes of 6 to 10-meter long and 2 feet wide. One end of this is bulbous and wide, and other end is narrow, so it is propelled by one. And seventh one, raft. Four large pieces of bamboo are placed in a bottom, then shorter ones on top of this. to form a square shape. The long pieces will extend from each side before it and act as stabilizing patterns. Uh, Everything together tied with a rope with the help a flat bottom craft for floating or drifting on water. And the final one, rubber tube platform. Inflated tubes of motor vehicles are used in a Godavari in Maharashtra for fishing purposes. A wooden platform 1 square meter area is placed over the rubber tube and tied tightly with rope. And these are all the types, 8 types of inland fish crafts. And we move on to marine watercraft. In marine water, there are two kinds, mechanized and non-mechanized boat. First, we can see the non-mechanized boats. Um, the categories of fishing craft types come under the non-mechanized boats are catamaran, tugboat canoes, plank built canoes, masala boats, and build-up boats. In catamaran, the simplest type of fishing craft, a few curved logs of wood joined together, forming a kind of floating raft, such as the one used along the east coast of India. So, 4 types of catamarans are prevalent in India, namely Odisha type, Andhra type, Coromandel Kanyakumari. In them, the first pictures of how a catamaran look like. Dugout canoe, a simple type of craft for fishing within short distances from your coast, is a small-sized canoe made by scooping legs of woods in a form of boat. The Odams, Thonis, and the Vanges, etc. of southeast and southwest coast of India comes under this kind of category. And plank-built canoes. This is an enlarged variety of tugboat canoe made of planks and slides, mostly plank-built canoes that we can see easily in Kerala. And masala boats, it is made up of non-rigid planks sewn together with the coir ropes and commonly used in Andhra. And dinghy boats, this is a normal type of boat designed and constructed for a variety of purposes, including fishing. And outrigger canoes, sometimes plan-built canoes may be provided with a single outrigger as a companion boat used for capturing the mackerel in Karnataka. In Karnataka, mostly outrigger canoes are used widely. In built-up boats, in most of the boats made at present, the cargo type of boat is built in planks. The best type of built-up boats is seen in centers along the northeast coast of India. These are the pictures of masala boats, dinghy, outrigger canoes, and built-up boats. And we move on to the mechanized boats. With the advent of mechanization of the fishing craft, small and medium-sized boats 10 to 15-meter long are constructed with engine operated by oil for wintering to distant coastal areas in search of fishing grounds. The mechanized are line boats, tap boats, doll netter, gill netter, and trawlers. First one, handline boats. Handline boats can be operated both in shallow and deep waters. In India, gear usually consists of few meters of monofilament 0.5 millimeter to 1 millimeter diameter to the end of which is attached to the hull. Then pole and line fishing vessel. Pole and line fishing vessels are fitted with a narrow platform protruding all round a vessel at deck level outside the bulwarks. So it is a wooden craft, 12.5 meter long and 3 meter wide extent, made from teak, coconut or any wood. The back end is provided with a broad raised fishing platform. And we move on to the trawling vessel. Trawling line boats trawl lines extended on either side to catch up large species having high individual value and good quality such as tuna and rapuda. And doll neta, the doll netters are used for operating the doll nets, which are basically fixed bag nets. The doll netter varies from 8 to 14 millimeter length, 1.5 millimeter to 6 meter in breadth, and 0.8 to 1.8 meter in height. The carrying capacity of each of such boats varies from 2 to 14 tons. And gill netter, vessels of almost any size can undertake gill netting. The vessels vary in length between 25 diameter and 55 diameter. The deck must be so laid out that the gear can be conveniently stowed with a clear passage from the bow to stern so that the gear can be passed after hauling. And sixth type, stern trawlers. Fishing over the stern can be very difficult way of trawling. Stern trawling is most widespread method of fishing in India. The vessel ranges in size from 32 diameter to 55 diameter length and may be fitted with a 60 to 120 horsepower engine and above. Vessels above 45 in length may also be constructed in steel. These are all the mechanized craft. And finally, thank you.